Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Brindlewood Bay. This is episode 10 and the start of mystery number 5, which is A Night at the Whaling Museum. We are once again filming together in person, which is a lot of fun. We've got a couple of returning in-person folks and someone who has come out from behind the camera. So why don't you all say hi? Chris, you want to go first?
Sure. Hi, I'm Chris. I'm on the Open the Gates Gaming team, and I will be playing Rosa de Los Angeles, who is a lovely Latina woman in her 70s somewhere. Hard to say.
Particularly hard to say.
Particularly hard to say now because the last time that we saw Rosa, she leveled up, and I took the additional Maven move of Tom Hansen, which allows you to easily pass for someone much younger. And you get advantage on dice rolls if being younger is somehow a benefit in that situation. So I'm excited to see what happens this time and who dies.
Yeah, and it turns out after some Googling, because we realized we didn't know, that Tom Hansen is the name of the guy from 21 Jump Street.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the whole thing.
I also, just in case, have Hazim handy if you need him.
Noted.
The shine really kind of wore off by the end.
Oh yeah, no. I don't think Rosa is really... Yeah, anyway.
I don't know, man. I mean, hey, anything can happen in Brindlewood Bay.
Anyway, Sean, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Sean. I'm here. I'm OTG team member as well, and I'm playing Nellie Blanchard Fortescue, who
Doesn't have a...
Very unhappy about recent developments in the town. Very unhappy with these.
Are you going to call the manager?
How much can I swear?
Oh, we've got an 18 plus label on this.
Very unhappy with these fucking police arresting my friend.
And getting ahead of us a little bit.
No, that happened last week. My friend.
Hi, I'm Gustavo. I work with Open the Gates Gaming, he, him, L, and I'm playing Mercedes Walters. And I'm in jail. I'm his friend, and I'm in jail. This is miércoles.
So I guess that gives us a nice segue to previously on Brindlewood Bay. Oh, goodness. Yeah, our last trio did successfully solve a murder and, put someone behind bars.
Perhaps two.
Oof.
Oof. That happened at the Brindledolls Museum. But in the process of, I don't even know what verb I'm going for here. I was going to say satisfying, but that seems wrong. Following the instructions of the mysterious voice on her voicemail, Ruby Lee may have inadvertently caused some problems for her friend. So in an effort to try to provide the mysterious voice with an ad or a flyer for a museum that doesn't exist, Ruby Lee used her scrapbooking skills and worked with Mercedes to create an advertisement or a little flyer for a museum of Mercedes, which unfortunately featured many images of George Maplethorpe, who was a small child that went missing in the Summer of Love in 1967 in Brindlewood Bay. But these images included George growing up, an image from each decade since the 60s, even though little George Maplethorpe was never found. Somehow, this item ended up in the possession of Sheriff Dalrymple, who arrested poor Mercedes in connection with the disappearance, kidnapping, murder, of George Maplethorpe at the end of our last session.
Though we also learned suspiciously that Sheriff Dalrymple was the one that led the mob to this kind of commune where Georgie was living. So he has perhaps motive.
This is true. We also learned that Mimi dressed up the doll that was standing in for Sheriff Dalrymple in the diorama at the Museum of Brindledolls, where they learned this history, in a bowling jersey that was originally worn by one of her chihuahuas.
Sure.
It seems mean to the Chihuahua.
I think it might be a past chihuahua, but it's unclear. I don't know who that is. So, anyway, there's a little bit of housekeeping that we have to get to because of some mechanics that you've selected, Gustavo. So, how do you think Mercedes' sleep is in the jail cell at the Brindlewood jail, which cannot possibly be very big?
And maybe very crowded.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Y'all spam chat with the
just to
emote.
clarify,
Chris
I'm in
is
the-
doing
I'm
it
in-
again.
We gotta start taking justice into our own hands. Instead
Yeah.
of sending people to jail.
Yeah, I'm taking the Hardcastle thing next time. So,
Extrajudicial justice, not necessarily murder. Anyway, sorry.
yeah,
It's not murder if it's justice.
yeah. Poorly. So just to clarify, Mercedes is effectively in the drunk tank of the Brindlewood jail.
Basically, I mean,
All right.
you got picked up. You're gonna be in there, awaiting arraignment. You did get picked up at dawn, so it's been a long, gross, disgusting day. However, there've been a huge backlog in cases that are really complicated. You probably saw a familiar face heading in and out of Lillian Atherton, who you just accused of, murder. Her case ended up taking a lot of the judge's time. There were all sorts of procedural things, recesses. I mean, Lillian apparently had more resources than you would have expected for a volunteer at the Museum of Brindle Dolls, judging by the quite fancy lawyer. So unfortunately, your arraignment got pushed off to the next day.
Mercedes is sleeping poorly in jail. Is the answer to your original question?
Yeah.
Not well.
Because there are people that can sleep anywhere.
I think Mercedes' showbiz background has given her some of that ability to, do a cat nap on a 5. But this is still jail.
You're not gonna get a
Yeah.
solid 8 if there's no silk sheets, right? Like,
Yeah, and I'm not gonna get my trailer, so I don't have
Yeah.
my nice chair that says Mercedes on the back of
they
it.
got almost nothing from your rider.
Yeah,
I will say-
do I have my clothes, or am I in
Yeah,
one of
just what you were wearing.
these? Absolutely wonderful.
Which, again, this was dawn. You were kind of awoken, so
Oh shit! Probably my house coat.
yeah,
And,
that's exactly what I'm
sleeping
thinking.
turban.
Probably a house coat and a sleeping turban. You drift off, and although you do have a window that's barred, I mean, I imagine the Brindlewood jail is basically, it almost looks like a television set, like how oddly quaint and naive and, you know what I mean? It doesn't look super real.
Yeah.
But it is apparently seeing a lot of foot traffic these days. At some point, Deputy Brett Anderson takes over for the sheriff for the night shift. And, I mean, make sure that you get some food and water, checks in on you, brings you some tea before bed, which, I don't know, how would you respond to someone handing you a cup of tea after your...
I've met Brett on a couple of occasions, and I'm going to say, Brett, no tea today, but if you could find it in your heart to either go or have somebody else go to the little coffee shop down by the wharf, the one that makes the really good cafecitos, and bring me one, that would be so nice. I would really appreciate it. That's a good boy.
Miss Mercedes, look, it's really late. I don't think they open. I mean, I can check in the morning once I get off. The sheriff should be relieving me about 7
I'm sure you're a
a.m.
very clever boy. You'll figure it out.
Okay, well, you have a good night now, Miss Mercedes. Turns the light off. And you're kind of left alone with your thoughts. I think you do have a window to the outside, comically barred, but it's a very cloudy night. There's not a lot of light. And at some point, you don't even realize that you've drifted off to sleep until you have an unusually vivid dream. As quickly as Deputy Anderson had turned the lights off, it's like they're all turned on. And you're in a room that feels a bit like a light box, right? You can't quite see the edges or the floor and the ceiling, but you know it's there. It's a space of white. And in the middle of this room is a harpoon
Really wish we could be playing some smooth like jazz right now.
Okay, white box.
Yeah.
Harpoon.
In the middle of the room is a harpoon. You feel very drawn to it. And since this is a dream, you're going to have limited control. I'm not just trying to take over. As you get closer, because this is a strange object to just suddenly appear here, you notice that the metal on the point is it's rusted, it's old, it's probably actually seen use rather than just being preserved in a museum. And as you reach out and touch the rusted tip, you feel the pain and confusion that is an experience that binds all living beings, especially living beings that have been hunted by unfamiliar things in vessels that you barely understand. Then you feel fear of the humans that invaded the sea and slaughtered your pod. You feel rage too.
This is why shooting in person is a superior product. Great.
Anyone keeping track at home, this is technically a void clue. And this is a function of Mercedes, the Jim Rock, or not Jim
Dale
Rockford,
Cooper.
the
Dale Cooper.
Dale Cooper. Come on. That one I should have gotten. When you wake suddenly, there's a source of light through the window. The full moon has kind of broken out from behind the clouds for just a moment, and it seems really familiar.
Most like he's seen the full moon before.
But yeah, the rest of the night's however you want to describe it.
Mercedes wakes up, sees the full moon, and then immediately looks near the door to the cell to see if there's a little cafecito waiting for her.
Unfortunately,
She is
it's probably more like midnight at this point.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's reasonable, but she does it.
It's not there. Yeah,
Brett, you're never going to make it as a PA.
he kind of, you hear some shuffling on the other side. He's like, "You okay in there? That was a weird noise you were making."
Excuse me.
Was it you know what? I'm just gonna mind my business. Just footsteps walking away.
Muchas gracias. I think
For
Mercedes...
breaking Sean before the episode's even really started.
Man's never heard an uncaffeinated septuagenarian.
What, make whale noises because you're channeling dead cetaceans?
I think Mercedes
That
is
just-
going to... Yeah.
It's called trying to go to sleep.
Sure. I don't know how you sleep these days.
I think we know now.
Horribly.
And I think Mercedes is going to weirdly, I think the feeling of being hunted is hanging with Mercedes.
Mhm.
And there's, despite being caged, there is some relief that the bars are also keeping things out. But this is not a restful type of thing. So yeah, caged and hunted. So
I feel like that merits, not like as a punishment or anything, just like giving you that condition. Because I think I'm going to give you caged and hunted as a condition.
both.
It's like
It's a twofer.
Yeah.
It will count as one, but it's...
¿Por qué no los
like
dos?
it's exactly the
The
condition
Venn
that
diagram
Babs
of
had.
the two of those
It's
things.
the same condition Babs has, but if it were real.
Great. Caged and hunted.
I mean, Bab's pretty sure that Bab saw her social security number on that screen, but you are awoken in the morning to a familiar, comforting smell, and it does look like Deputy Anderson's left you a little bit of caffeine.
You're a good boy, Brett.
You hear the sheriff
Gracias,
go,
mijo.
he went home a long time ago. You might want to get your thoughts together. Judge will see you in about an hour.
Thank you. What's his first name?
Wyman. W-Y-M-A-N.
Yeah.
Why do you think he became sheriff?
Yeah.
Well.
Thank you, Wyman.
A cab.
Gimlet eyes. Gimlet eyes. Yeah. Hey, do I get a phone call?
You definitely would have gotten one, when you were arrested yesterday. Who do you think you would have called?
I think I would have called Rosa. I think, and I would.
Yeah, you've had 24 hours to act. Probably pissed off that it's taking so long.
Oh, yeah. I think Rosa... Well, also, Rosa loves negging the sheriff. So I think as soon as...
Forgot about that.
Yeah, as soon as she got off the phone with Mercedes, I think she would have basically just been like, all right, I'm getting this woman out of jail right fucking now. And so I think she would have called the sheriff and been like, Sheriff, are you at the jail?
That is where I am most of the time.
Good, then I will be right over. We have some things to discuss. And she hangs up. And then she's going to go over there and she is going to kind of be as executively dressed as possible. And she's going to take that clack fan she has. And she's going to do her best kind of imposing, despite the fact that she's 6'5", or I'm sorry, 5'6". It would be very imposing if she was 6'5". She is, in fact, not that. And she is going
That's
to...
still pretty tall, but...
Yeah. I'm sorry, I have a bad...
I was kind of I'm over here doing the math.
Yeah, so...
Chris doesn't know
poor
what
frame
short
of
and
reference
taller.
for that. Fine, 5'3".
I just remember, at one
Not
point
living
being
that
the
short kid
shortest
life over
person
there, are you?
here on OTG at 5'9", so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, she's going to go over to the jail and, basically just if kind of talking the sheriff down isn't going to work, then she will fully just bail Mercedes out.
Yeah, I think I can picture you parking your infamous car.
Yes.
Getting the fan out, starting to head in, before you are intercepted by none other than Dory. Eudora Coffin you probably haven't seen since Dead Man's Hand, the charity.
Oh, but she wasn't the one that I was, enemies with. It was the other one.
Mariah.
Yeah. Yes. Eudora and I talked, but Mariah
Fine.
was the one who was being what to me.
Okay, we got feelings. But Dory goes, Rosa, dear, I didn't see you at the lunch club yesterday. Is everything okay?
My ankle has been bothering me, and so I've been staying home more. But it's feeling a little better.
Oh, that's so good.
Did something happen at the lunch club?
Oh, I mean, just normal course of business.
Well then, don't let me detain you. I have unfortunately to go and talk to the sheriff right now.
What would you be in such a hurry about? You're not in any trouble, are you?
No, but a friend of mine seems to have, well, our little group. And with that, she's not going to explain anything, and she's just going to push past and try and go inside the station.
And she'll just kind of call after you. Well, I mean, you've got to make sure that you donate. We're trying to restore the pier, and just kind of can fade into
She'll
the
call
distance.
back behind. Okay.
Once you're inside, you do see the sheriff, and someone is talking to him with her back to you, but I think you're pretty used to this, short, gray haircut, very, stiff shoulders. Seems like arms always folded. The ADA Jenna McAllister is here.
Okay, well, Jenna and I at least get along. I think Rosa's just going to go right up there and kind of insert herself into the conversation.
Oh, I figured it was only a matter of time before you showed up.
Is that what Jenna says?
Yeah.
Jenna, my dear, my friend Mercedes is right over there.
This is true. This is true. And you know as well as I do what high esteem we hold all of you ladies in. I mean, Mercedes just helped us point the finger at Lillian for the murders at the Brindlewood Museum. I don't know that we would have gotten there.
Mm.
The sheriff's just kind of like shrugging. But you see, we've got to follow the proper procedure.
And what procedure is that?
There will be an arraignment, bail will be set, you know, we can kind of go from there. I'm still not entirely convinced that there is enough to charge, so...
Well, if that's the case, perhaps we can arrange that Mercedes is released on her own recognizance. And where is she going to go? She's got a nice place right over there. You know where she's going to be. And she is a very responsible woman. I'm sure she can make the arraignment tomorrow.
I will... Look, I will talk to the judge. I'll talk to you too, Sheriff. See if we can work something out.
At this point, I think she's going to take the fan and kind of just clack it in front of his face and turn directly to Jenna to be talking to her.
He'll kind of try to peek over the fan.
And he will continually move it to block
Because
his face.
you have to understand, no one has seen George Maplethorpe in years, and all of a sudden, she's got all these pictures of him at her museum. This is highly irregular.
What museum?
This museum of Mercedes.
So, above table, do we know that this actually exists, or was this just something that Ruby came up with?
You might be able to recognize the touches of Ruby's scrapbooking technique.
Right. Okay.
I love how courtroom drama that just felt.
Yeah. Sheriff, this evidence you have, where did it come from?
I can't talk about that.
I see. Because I've never heard Mercedes talk about the museum. Where did you get it? Who is it from?
Cannot reveal that.
I'll take care of it.
Well, the thing is, like, I don't actually know that.
Yeah. I
That's
mean,
true.
Jenna will be like, I think there's a chance that everything is fine. I'm sure there may be an explanation. You understand why we have to take this seriously, though.
Not
And
particularly,
if
no, because this
It
seems
sounds
to
like
be
she did not
ridiculous
cooperate at all with questioning.
evidence. Have you met him? And she gestured.
Fortunately, yes.
Well, I think then we can both agree that this does not seem to rise to the level of needing to imprison an innocent woman.
Hey, I will do my best. We will check all the boxes. The innocent walk here. We're
Can I at least bring my friend the camisita?
I mean, I think she probably already talked someone into it, but go.
Sure. Closes the fan with a snap.
Mm.
And yeah, we'll like march out as dignified as she can to go get a camisita and then bring it back to the kids. And just completely ignore the sheriff on her way back in.
That's probably best.
Yeah, I tried.
Yeah, we can also kind of hand wave some of this because some of it's just procedural, right? I mean, go in front of the judge. The sheriff is claiming that you are at a minimum interfering with a police investigation. And that's really the only charge that he can convince the ADA to pin on you, because if he doesn't know enough, we're like, no body, no crime, a little bit here, right? Like, but clearly you know something and you're not cooperating. And the sheriff's take is that we got to throw the book at you. And then, if you just cooperate, we can make all this go away, right? Like, that's definitely the vibe. But yeah,
I will immediately post bail.
yeah.
Yeah.
And frankly, like, that's not enough of a thing for them to really.
Yeah.
I think Mercedes at the bail hearing would probably be very well behaved, but at some point, just make
start hearing
make a side comment about Wyman, effectively saying like, "Look, throwing me in jail is not going to erase your failures. This is a small thing that you are doing for a small little man." And then other than that, just dignified, standing there, waiting. And hopefully at this point, some of the troops have been rounded up. I expect that you're probably also there, that Nelly is there, and Rosa is there. And yeah.
if we can be witnesses to the arrangement, rather, I would fully high five you after that comment if when you walked out.
I'd be doing one of these, like, sort of behind the back.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Oh, oh my god. Amazing. What's interesting is like that sounds risky as hell, so it should trigger the day move, but also there's not really anything he can do about it at this moment.
I'm happy to do a move.
You just have to tell me what's the worst that could happen.
I go back into jail, but like he's not gonna be able to do it.
Okay. Roll with. I mean, I think this is just good old fashioned your personality, right?
Did one of you guys bring me a lint brush?
So we'll do presence.
I have so much. I would have had so much stuff, but
I don't think there's any way that Rosa wouldn't have made sure that you were dressed well.
Oh yeah. No, I
Yeah.
think we would have.
So, did you bring me a new cape, a fresh cape?
Yes, I will say that I have brought you a fresh cape.
Great. I'm wearing my court cape.
So, in the bag that Rosa packed for you
Yeah.
is a little doll.
Does it look at me?
Mm-hmm.
So we're friends again.
Oh, this is one of yours.
One of my dolls.
one of your
Weird.
dolls of you.
One of my dolls
So-
of me.
Is it in the same outfit that you brought for?
It is. In the very beginning, you decided your cozy little place would have
Yeah,
a
I
bunch
know.
of dolls
I had
in
the
their
doll
status.
collection. Okay.
Yeah, you fucked up.
And
So-
this is not Rosa. You don't remember putting this doll in.
No, of course not.
Okay.
You're like, I'm not a creep.
I'm gonna bring her clothes, not her belongings.
But it's one of my dolls, right? Okay, great. So,
I'm trying to figure out if Caged and Hunted would give you advantage or disadvantage on this.
I'm still processing the doll. I'm gonna say, you will have to wait.
You're pretty sure it winked at you.
You will definitely have to wait. And then,
Respectful wink.
yeah, I'll put on my fresh court outfit, which is a black number with silver embroidery throughout, a very broad, almost Elizabethan lace collar.
A little rough.
Not quite, but like
Like
also
rough
not
adjacent.
quite, right?
Yeah,
It's like, oh yeah, well, we could have gone rough, but we just at the last second turned away from rough.
It's giving rough but understated.
Yeah. You know,
It's basically what
Yeah.
happens when
Someone did-
it's like a
Rosa's,
weekend rough.
Rosa's like
Go. Yeah.
editing Mercedes slightly, right? Because you're the one that picked up the clothes.
Yeah, it's true.
I feel like the Caged and Hunted would give you disadvantage on this, but the way you're dressed would probably even it back out.
Great. So yeah, I was gonna
let's
I was
just
gonna
do it.
mark my special outfit.
Don't you have a thing where you don't have to mark it?
I don't have to mark it, but I'm gonna use it.
Yeah.
So
Perfect.
I will use it.
Does that give you advantage?
It would. It's like one of my
Yeah.
cozy little place things.
Yeah.
So yes.
But
Yeah.
I think it's just like other systems where then it's a flat roll if you had like if you had a reason for advantage and disadvantage. It's just flat.
I'm happy to do cancel
let's
things
do a
out.
flat roll.
All right, great. An 8.
Yeah. So I get to tell you how it would leave you vulnerable, and you get to decide if you want to go through with it. I mean, this is chum in the water. Like, if this man is motivated by, any sort of embarrassment or shame or guilt over what he did in the summer of 1967, like, this is probably just going to ramp it up. But you're more than welcome to go for it. Because it's probably giving you some points with the judge.
No, I'm definitely doing this. Yeah, and we can talk about. I'm happy to talk about it with my friends afterwards.
Absolutely. I think the sheriff, his ears turn red first, right? And then you see the gradual, like, pinkening to red in the neck, and it kind of spreads in that awkward fashion as he glares at you. But you are getting away with it for now.
Great.
Awesome.
Caged and Hunted +1.
On your way out, you run into Dory again.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey,
What?
you've got so much on your hands, sweetheart, but keep in mind that the charity gala is at the Whaling Museum and Educational Center tonight.
How could I forget?
It's going to be a whale of a good time.
I'll kill her.
It's not.
I'm not there. I'm not even there. It's fine.
I didn't know if you were there. Or
I don't
not,
know if I'm
honestly.
in this.
I think you would be
I don't know
there.
if I'm in this adventure, honestly. Yeah.
I was just letting you choose.
Yes, Eudora, we will be there. I'm sure it will be a whale of a good time.
Absolutely be.
Yes,
Everyone's welcome.
Please don't hurt yourself, Eudora. Thank you.
I have told you about this before. Stop it.
Just like, you should teach your friends some manners, maybe. Would go a long way in this town.
There's no way she doesn't.
Oh, she knows you.
probably
She's
on the
still saying
board
it this way.
Of the whaling. Yeah.
I find that my friends have excellent.
Just a little bit of joviality will go a long way in attracting donors. And you know how important it is that we continue to, raise donations for the museum, help fund the preservation of their collection. We want to bring this town back to its
Of course,
glory
Eudora,
days.
I will be there with bells on. We all will be, and we will be on our absolute best behavior as we always are.
I know you will, darling. Just like that, one of those little pats on the arm.
In the background.
Why did everybody condescend to me in this fucking town?
in the background, Nellie leans over to Mercedes and said, "You'll actually have bells on, right?"
When she's walking away, you see that around the corner, she meets up with Mariah Prescott.
That's
Your
why she's
frenemy.
condescending to me.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do a little light murder.
Does anyone know where to buy a gun?
I love that y'all are saying this on the footsteps or on the
We're
steps
walking
of the
toward
courthouse
the
at this
place
point,
to
probably.
get cafecitos.
Yeah.
I think we've earned them.
Because it's got to be like a combination courthouse, jail, on the steps. It's a good time.
Yeah, it's like the town hall.
It's a
which
whale
has
of a
all the
good time.
things.
We have so much experience now dealing with murder. Surely we could do a pretty good one.
You're not wrong.
It's not that difficult to get away with.
Look at the sheriff.
That was very non-hypothetical of you.
Sorry, who's saying that?
God.
Can I? Because I also there's no way that Nellie would have been sitting on her hands in the meantime, either.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about as Rosa was talking, what Nellie would have been doing. Because instead of taking another Maven move, I added a point into my composure. So, as and Chris, I'm gonna add a little bit for your character, because I imagine like Ruby Lee and what's Heather's character's name? Mimi would have called the rest of us immediately.
Yeah.
Filled us in. So the first thing that Nellie would have done was just hopped on Wikipedia, IMDb, looked up a bunch of biographies of Mercedes because there is absolutely no way Mercedes was not somewhere in South America filming some.
Not editorialized, but like a bunch.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, there two.
Okay.
And well, there is another one, but it was she wrote it.
Okay.
Mercedes Ghost had three biographies ghostwritten of her. Either way,
Yeah.
the
Wait,
point
was
is
she
that
the
there is
ghostwriter? Or did
no.
other
She
people?
paid people to, or yeah, she wrote and then paid people to put their names on it for her.
Yeah, it's like a reverse ghostwriter
Yeah,
situation.
like a whatever the
Because it
reverse,
was your idea.
whatever the reverse of a ghost.
Isn't that a ghostwriter?
Well, because the ghostwriter usually writes
Writes it
for
for
you, and then you take the credit.
Yeah.
But what they're
you
suggesting,
wrote it and then paid a real
Oh,
biographer
okay, yeah.
money to say that they did.
I got it. That's good. Very droll.
But basically, like the first thought that occurred to her was there's no way Mercedes can account for this time. This was at the I mean, small peak, sure, like a hill, but the height of her fame. And
just
A hill here, a mountain.
exactly. And so and there is I would imagine there's very clear documentation of where they were in a different country during the summer of '67. Nellie would also call her own lawyer, though trusting that former D-list celebrity Mercedes would have had a lawyer. And when she arrived
here.
but the other element here is that, but the reason she calls her lawyer is because she has a question, and the question is, given the sheriff's documented involvement in the events surrounding the disappearance of George Maplethorpe,
Yeah.
Maplethorpe, do we think there's a way to make the argument that anything he does is poisoned, tainted, with regard to this investigation? Given he led the mob against the Grant, and he was among the last people to see this child alive, possibly. That was the question for her lawyer, and asked her lawyer to call Mercedes' lawyer. And then the final thing that happens is she will get a large tote bag. And in fact, we'll meet you all outside the courthouse because of this. And in that tote bag are 6 bottles of Everclear, a pack of shop rags, and a lighter. Just in case.
I think Rosa is unsettlingly good at making Molotov cocktails.
Oh, and then I will call you to let you know I'm on the way to the courthouse and ask. But the opening of the call will be, Rosa, do you have a gun? Sorry, that was your accent. Rosa, do you have a gun?
Not here.
Okay.
I did. I didn't. Anyway.
You mean like in the old country?
Do you
Or
think
like,
we used to have gun in the old country?
I'm just trying to figure out what you meant by that.
That is exactly what I meant by
Okay,
that, actually.
okay.
Because I just had an idea about some character backstory that makes
Listen,
more sense to
sometimes you need to drop an object in the river.
Let's just say there's a reason why Rosa is very good at making Molotov cocktails.
An object in the sense that in D&D 5e, a dead body is an object?
What?
Never mind.
Anyway,
Well, you would definitely not use a river for that. It's not nearly deep enough. And then, and then the second question will be, I should probably leave the saber at home.
yes, I think that would be good.
Okay, well, I'll see you in a few minutes.
Okay, great.
When you get there, I'm going to teach you to bring the sword.
I say no, and I'll pull out a single bottle of Everclear and say, no, but in case you need in case you need this one.
I will take that from you and have a little slug and be like, yes, the old days.
Go ahead and add all of those items to your cozy little place. If you want to share any of them with your friends, they can add it to their cozy little places.
Well, you can add one bottle.
One bottle of Everclear. Can I
Comma,
also have
opened.
a rag? No, I'm just going to use a piece of torn silk.
That has tear stains on it.
Yeah. It's like really fine lace, so it goes up real fast.
I feel like, yes. Yeah, as we are walking,
Does your
I think
mug
talking,
say you're a monster
It
that's pointed at my direction this whole time? Okay.
Tribute shit.
Just checking. Mine has a haiku on it.
Pointed at me. I
Staba's
take
shirt
offense.
also says "Roll high or die." So there's a lot
And
of
mine
elements
also
here.
says not
to
a
be
cult.
wet blanket, but it is 8:42 and we have not started the mystery yet.
Oh,
I
we have-
don't think we're going to.
We have started the mystery.
Okay.
All right.
So you have been invited to the Whaling Museum event tonight. You've been reminded of it. Are there things you want to do before you go? As in cozy scenes,
Yes.
managing conditions.
I think Rosa would have if in the intro vibe, are we still gonna do those?
You can do that, yeah.
Yeah. In the kind of intro vibe, I think it's gonna be a montage of kind of Rosa in her garden at various points between the last time we saw her and then coming up to our episode. And she's kind of you see her initially on a crutch because of the sprained ankle, and she's moving a little more slowly, but over the course of the montage, she loses the crutch, she starts moving better, and then by the end of it, she's no longer wearing the boot on her ankle. But every time the montage changes, just before it changes, one of the flowers, and it's a different flower every time, turns when Rosa's back is turned toward her, and a single eye opens in the center of the flower, and then closes, and then the scene changes in the montage. So I'm gonna say 5 or 6 different flowers. I'll have a moment to look at Rosa.
Amazing. Since we're kind of rolling these in together, does anybody help you with your gardening in a kind of cozy activity situation?
I think.
Because as a reminder, to clear a condition, you need to do the activity with a
with
friend.
somebody. I think maybe I would say probably Mercedes and Nelly, just because those are the two that I think Rosa has been closest with. Probably at different points, maybe at certain points in the montage, there's a second person there. Like, I think after we get Mercedes out of jail, or well, so no, this would. The timing is not clear to me. I guess this would have been before all of that.
Yeah, so this whole y'all have kind of talked through Mercedes is out of jail now. The
Right.
thing's happening tonight.
Right. So it would have been before.
We can
all that.
separate out the cozy move if that's easier. So if your montage is just through time, we can leave it there and then we can circle back
Yeah,
for the cozy
okay.
move.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like thinking you were trying to put them together.
I was, but
we can figure it out.
Okay.
Sean, what's Nellie's kind of day in the life scenes looking like these days?
Yeah, I think the only the condition that I have is a black eye from Marjorie, and I'm not actually too worried about it. It sort of fits with the vibe of Nellie, I think, or there's a kind of wistful nostalgia that it conjures in her. So what I think maybe the weekend before the doll situation. Similarly, well, Babs and Mercedes and Rosa each get calls from Nellie inviting them to go antiquing with her in a town just an hour or so down the coast. This time she's not looking for anything in particular, but just seeing what it's been about 6 months that she's been to this town and this set of shops and looking for anything that catches her eye in the nautical theme of her collection. But of course, Nellie's well-established refusal to buy anything that doesn't have its provenance documented does often lead her to walk away with very little, but the experience is part of the joy of it.
Yeah, I think we can call this your cozy move too if you want. If you want to clear, just time's passing, you're taking care of yourself, the black eye's cleared.
Sure.
You do find something.
Oh, sorry. Yes, there is one other element. Is that one thing that her friends don't notice. Nellie notices it, but prefers to keep it in the back of her mind. What it pushes in the back of her mind is that both on the drive to this other town and back, and perhaps one of her friends noticed it, but didn't put this together. But there's a surprisingly large number of dead birds, and if you were to look in the rear view mirror for too long, you might see as they drive, not all of them, but every so once in a while, a bird just dropping out of the sky as they pass. I also marked the crown thing with the shadows and stuff.
Amazing.
Yeah.
wow.
Well, my first thought was to have plants die when Nelly got around them, but I feel like it would fuck with your cozy too much.
Well, or give me more things to do.
But yeah.
You're on the board, you think, of the Whaling Museum?
I don't know. That's your call, but it feels not. It would not be out of character for Nelly to be very invested in the Whaling Museum and Educational Center.
Yeah, when you get home from your road trip, there's something in your mailbox. Unless your little friend gets the mail for you.
No.
And then they can give it to you.
He's a Taurus. He does his own thing.
It is an envelope marked urgent. The return address is from the National Museum Commission, but it's empty.
It's empty.
Yep. Somebody wants. There's your first clue.
Oh,
It's
okay.
been opened.
Has it been opened?
Gonna leave that up to y'all.
I see.
Because I can leave these slightly open-ended,
Oh,
so
I
you
see
can
what you're
tailor it.
saying.
Yeah.
We'll look at the envelope.
There
and
are
say,
some
well,
I'm gonna give you that are really specific, so this one I want to give you that option.
we'll look at the envelope, see that it clearly has been opened, and not even really terribly attempted to be sealed. But Nellie's first thing that she will say to herself, and it is, well, I guess there's nothing urgent.
Amazing.
And then tuck the envelope into the inside of her little blazer pocket. Particularly, and that is something she will make sure she has with her before they go. to the museum tonight.
Yeah. I know we've spent a lot of time on Mercedes, but do you have other things? I feel like I'm throwing a lot at you before we...
That's okay. I'll do a quick and dirty
Yeah.
cozy activity. I'm preparing for the evening event at the house. I've invited Nellie over. I feel like Nellie and Mercedes do have sort of a connection as people who have traveled a lot and like sort of fancy things. We both have conservatories.
Can I have picked up a present for Mercedes before in the couple hours we've been getting her out of jail?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a
I'm a little terrified, but yep.
no. It's you know those things from the 80s where you could like put like sequins or bedazzler.
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 Yeah.
Okay. Love it.
Okay, perfect. I want to add that to my cozy little place. So I'm going to be sitting there, and I've got like papers are everywhere. I've got a chart that's being unfolded. I've been talking to Nellie about like the case and like the stars are aligning and da da da, and kind of doing this thing. And meanwhile, I'm sort of preparing a tiny ritual. I have a little ofrenda in the corner where I just kind of do these meaningful to me rituals that aren't really connected to any particular practice or anything. But I have taken a picture of Wyman that I've cut out from this is like he was at a dog event at the park 3 weeks ago in sort of the local crappy newspaper that everybody gets on a weekly basis. That has nothing but it's like circular mostly, and then
just kind of
like,
sitting here like this, holding onto a donut.
Yeah, no, it's like
in the back.
Chief of Sheriff Dalrymple at the dog thing, and I've cut his page out.
It's the perfect headline, Sheriff Dalrymple at the dog
Yeah,
thing.
these are not well written, and I have bedazzled his eyes, and I place it in sort of this little brazier.
What the hell is happening right now?
And I pour a little bit of the Everclear that Nellie brought me earlier in the day onto it, and I light it on fire. And the flame is unnaturally large and potent. And the shadows that it casts are dark. And it seems like, though it's only Nellie and I in the room, there are many shadows sort of looking over this ritual behind us. We don't see this, right? They're just kind of on the
Any of them
walls
shaped like whales?
In the back of Mercedes' mind, the tortured whale song of a wounded whale is happening.
Are any of them shaped like a corrupt sheriff?
Yeah, and one of them is wearing a weird sheriff's hat and has a lobster claws. And I will say kind of quietly, and you can choose to hear it or not. But Wyman, you made today, and I will see you.
You will just hear Nellie whisper very, very quietly.
Are you... I love that this started as a cozy move, and I think you're actually doing something called the occult move. So you've done this once before with your tarot cards. It doesn't have to be. I'm just throwing that out there.
No, we didn't. There's not even any blood in the brazier.
When you engage with an activity related to the supernatural, the occult for the first time, you can imagine what your actions would look like as a move, say what triggers the move, you roll with sensitivity, then we find out if it works. So this could create another move if you want to somehow hex him.
So I guess the question is,
Curse him?
is Mercedes actually trying to do something, or is this sort of ritualistic for Mercedes?
This is a ritualistic for Mercedes.
I'm just checking to see if
I'm
you're
making
trying to
a
do
promise with myself, but it is a very serious promise.
Amazing.
So yeah, and yes, the weird shadows. This is the shadow in the garden, and then the pallid mask is "I'll see you in hell," with the conviction that he'll be there, but so will I.
That tracks. How's gardening going, Rosa?
It's not I'll see you in hell from heaven.
No.
I feel like we're breaking a lot of rules, so you could just pick any friend to garden with.
I mean, yeah. These two are busy. Maybe Babs.
This was like
a montage
over a period of
Babs.
time.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Montage.
Yeah, my thing was last week.
Maybe it's all of them. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like mechanically, which I'm being incredibly fast and loose with. For the cozy move, you pick one other person. It's a moment for your friendship to grow.
Oh, sure.
You both get to clear a condition, and then one of you whose hobby it is gets a clue.
Got it.
So
I see.
we were kind of throwing things together, and I thought it was great and just going for it. But if
okay.
you want to do it, like if you're trying to clear your ankle, you could pick one of them to have done it with. It's okay for it to have been past tense. Or if you want to pick somebody that's not here, we can let them know. Because this is also unusual. I haven't seen anyone that plays Brindlewood Bay the way that we've been playing it with 9 people.
West Marches style.
Yeah, sure.
West Marches.
10
I'll
if you count Atlas,
say-
our amazing producer.
I kind of want it to be Ruby Lee, actually.
Yep.
I feel like,
Yep.
those two are opposite sides of the same coin in some ways. I
And
think.
honestly, like the day that Mercedes was arrested, Ruby Lee probably needed a friend.
Yeah, so I think maybe, Rosa would invite Ruby Lee over to kind of, garden, she'd make her some coffee and kind of just chat and kind of like debrief from everything. And yeah, Ruby Lee would help with the gardening.
Cool.
And maybe it's kind of like, I think, Rosa would send Ruby Lee home with like a pot of like a plant that's like have like maybe like chamomile or something they can use for like calming herbs or tea or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tea is particularly fraught these days.
Okay, not tea then.
But I mean,
lavender.
Ruby
lavender.
Lee saw the source.
Aromatherapy.
It's okay.
But then there's fragrant voids.
I feel like
Tastes like despair.
on your way home, you see an old, beat up, but like old, like this was a quality volume when it was put together book, kind of laying on the side of the road, which is really strange, like between the road and the sidewalk. It's an encyclopedia of tattoos and their meanings, and there's 2 dog-eared pages.
Oh, okay.
And this is going to be a clue. And
Okay.
yeah, it's open-ended on purpose, so y'all can do things with it later when you need to.
Sorry.
Awesome.
I had a horrible idea.
Are we all gonna get tattoos?
No. It's way worse than that.
This is the thing, like Rosa, unlike me, I think Rosa is very much opposed to tattoos.
Oh, I really thought you were going to say, unlike me, Rosa is tatted head to toe.
Yet she has a full back piece.
But so maybe like she's interested in this in a kind of like fascinated horror kind of way.
She's probably really worried that her, granddaughter in Boston's getting tattooed.
Probably,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, so she wants to. Oh no, maybe like her, like some in the family group chat. This got sent out, and Rosa is now. That's why she's still seething. Is it just keeps getting prolonged?
Oh yeah, so the ankle's fine, but you're still seething.
Yeah.
Like this may have made that worse.
Yes, exactly. And so I think she takes the book and the encyclopedia and is looking up whatever like her granddaughter sent in the family group chat to make sure that it's not like a gang sign or something.
Is it definitely?
I also love this idea of like basically all of this, the murders and stuff, are a background for Rosa to this like drama with your rebellious granddaughter.
Rosa has real problems.
She was Latina.
No. I genuinely
I
think
can
it's
say that
incredible.
it's okay.
I approve this message.
Hello.
Hi. How's it going, Sean? Doing good? Feeling good? Yeah. Should we go to the museum?
Sure.
I have one question before
Yeah.
we go to the museum. Can I add the bedazzler to my cozy trip?
Absolutely. I mean, at a certain point, I might have to make a rule about like you have to take something out of your place to give a gift or something. But for now, I'm just here for
Okay,
it.
the keeper keeps doing that for me.
I didn't do it. The people of Brindlewood Bay might have. It wasn't me. This is an ongoing issue Sean has with my.
No, it's not an issue. I promise. I love it.
Yeah, fundraising night at the Brindlewood Bay Whaling Museum and Education Center.
Thank you.
The owner of the museum, George Pollard, has pulled out all the stops.
There's too many Georges.
There are too many Georges, and it's not my fault, man.
No, I know.
Trees don't bark. He's kind of standing at the door, almost like ringleader style. Just very much like, hey, give generously. You can get tax breaks. We got raffle tickets. And, you can have bragging rights. You give enough. Maybe we put your name on the plaque. This is George. He's got a bow tie for the showmanship. Nice little comb over. Cute little half glasses down his nose.
He's
Classic.
He's really trying. I would consider it a personal failure if you ignored how absolutely tacky.
I was going to say, it feels a little bit classé to mention the whole tax breaks thing.
Listen, I have fought for months, but he cares so much.
Okay.
What was the thing that made you go, yeah, he can handle this. We can, you know what I mean? Like if he seems kind of tacky and
Ultimately it is a position, like he's a door grader. It makes him feel like he's doing something really important, but he doesn't actually he can't mess anything up.
amazing. I love this so much.
And the museum.
Yeah, he's good at being the face of the museum and he'll make sure that he doesn't sell the place. The museum is in this kind of humble, freestanding building at the end of a long road. It does kind of have a view of the shore from the parking lot, but the building itself doesn't have any windows, in part to protect the artifacts that they want to display. The entrance, I'm going to ask y'all to help me envision how it's decorated, but I am just going to say there is a large blue banner that says, "Whale, come to the fundraiser."
Who do you think's responsible for that one?
Friend George?
No.
Oh, Eudora?
Your friend.
She's not my friend. You are my friends. She is a person that I know in this town against my will.
Hey, Rosa, how's it going?
Oh, Eudora, so lovely to see you, as always.
Eudora has shown up, president of the lunch club, queen of the town, with Mariah Prescott in tow.
Well, you can buy
Mariah,
your way into
we
museum
last
course,
saw-
but you can't buy your way into class.
We last saw the two of them trying to support the Brindlewood Bay Historical Society and things of that nature at in Dead Man's Hand, which was during the poker tournament.
I'm going to greet Eudora, knowing that there's bad blood with my friend Rosa. I'm going to go in, kiss. I have changed into a fiery red outfit.
Well, can you describe your cape for us?
Yes, it is. It has embroidered flames coming up from the bottom of the cape, and the sleeves. So it's like a sleeved cape. Also has big flames on the sleeves. Gold and silk and red.
To be clear, I think a sleeve cape is just a jacket.
No, it's not.
This cape would change your mind about that. But
you know what? The people have spoken.
Because I'm such a fashionista.
Chat, drop your favorite sleeve cape.
Okay, we didn't need that face, right?
and I'm gonna kiss to Eudora and be like, "Oh, Eudora, I do so love seeing you try for these events to really turn it out."
Your English is getting so much better.
Gracias, Eudora. Kiss.
I want to be really clear. I don't like this woman, so we're.
No, I don't like her either.
Okay. I just want to make sure we're clear.
Oh no, this is the
when I
face
am
that
playing
Nelly
that.
is making when she
I
says
just
that.
realized because I don't do good accents or anything, we're gonna make it clear for the chat that was definitely a.
Bueno, si no vamos adentro ahorita, voy a matarla.
Vámonos.
Bueno.
Oh my God! Let me let y'all in the first location, the museum
And I'm
lobby.
gonna check in with Nelly. Nelly, did you bring the sword?
No, but in a pinch, the stem of a wine flute or champagne flute. You just grip it
He's
between your
like
fingers
Kind
right
of
up
as,
front.
yep.
The jugular is right there.
Most of the guests will be kind of there in the lobby.
I love hanging out with you,
We
Nelly.
can kind of put it wherever.
It's like being on set all over again.
I feel like because you have an inside scoop, you would know all these locations. So if it's easier, just put the locations out.
Okay,
and as you move to them, we can describe them. This one does have a lot of locations, even as they're all kind of small. There is the big museum lobby. It's been extensively redecorated for the occasion. There's also a little screening room where they can show educational videos. There's the whale room, which has a skeleton of a sperm whale suspended from the ceiling. It's not entirely bleached. There's an exhibit just for Scrimshaw, a gift shop, and a staff area that no doubt Nellie has been in before. So as you get into each room, you can like learn more about it, but just because you know your way around.
What did I do with? Oh, there it is.
Awesome. So yeah. What exhibits do you think have been given a place of honor for tonight?
Definitely that whale skeleton. In fact, George probably put a party hat on it or something.
Amazing.
Is it just whale skeleton and Scrimshaw? Is that all this museum has?
That is most of what this museum has. But you can kind of add more pieces to it.
I think a series of like mid 19th century, whaling harpoons.
I was gonna say it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think there definitely would be.
There has to be a tiny section about the what's it called?
Yeah.
The reaver.
The deep reaver.
The deep reaver.
I think I think
And, like,
that's
the
what
founding of the
I think
town.
that's what the film in the screening room is.
Oh yeah, like an
Oh,
old, like an
perfect,
old
yes.
like 1960s documentary of
When the deep reaver came back.
And they also talk the Mid-Atlantic.
Yeah.
I will do
Who do
you
you
one-
think narrates it?
I will do you one better as Nellie is talking about the various things in there, and here's the deep reaver. George will come over and go, you have to mind the floors, especially over there in the Scrimshaw exhibit. That's reclaimed wood. That's planks from the deep reaver.
Yeah. Okay.
I also think that maybe there's like, they might have one part of it that is maybe like very rare or particularly like valuable artifacts that are kind of in little like glass cases. So like maybe like a sextant, like an original antique sextant, like from maybe not the Deep Reaver, but like, I don't know, the sister ship of the Deep Reaver. And you know, a particularly finely carved scrimshaw, again from like the 19th century, and I don't know, like maybe a like probably gold-plated, but gold-plated replica of the figurehead of the Deep Reaver as a little like ornamental sculpture thing that's, you know, someone made as a keepsake.
There
like
was
that.
also there must have been other ships.
Yeah.
One would think.
I know Captain Solomon Heimwinkel had a ship of his own, right? He wasn't on the Deep Reaver. And I remember that the auction stuff was all things that the museum didn't want. So I imagine that though she's in prison now for murder, baby Heimwinkel, the Heimwinkel family they probably has a section that's like named after them of things from the captain's
the Heimwinkel collection or something.
Yeah.
from the captain's like personal effects that he donated after, because he also was very invested in this museum.
Yeah, and you probably would have coordinated a little bit with Lee and like the donations, because you know there were a lot of things that the museum wouldn't take, and that's what was being sold off. But you probably were coordinating with Lee
a
on
lot of stuff
things
was
that
broken.
would be taken. In the course of that, you met Edgar Nickerson, who's a graduate student who's come here to study, and Edgar is often shadowed by his cousin Audrey Nickerson. They both have deep family roots, like here in Brindlewood Bay.
Oh,
Is Lee here
a
also?
hometown boy. Come
Sure. Let's have Lee
Wait,
join the party.
and his
for
sister?
funsies. Cousin.
Cousin.
They do look weirdly identical.
Yeah. Lee is also here for reasons.
Well, I asked if Lee was here because it made sense.
Lee is going to be looking at Scrimshaw.
Beautiful.
They're better than
This
that.
is our new friend.
No.
No.
Lee is was the one who was helping with the Obertons with their Like
Oh.
they organized a Connect collection. That's like a their student at the Brindlewood Bay Community College.
Yeah.
The one that I
Definitely
convinced
seen that
not to
movie a
go with
bajillion
Alma
times, so
to
he's not over
Boston
there.
to
Yeah.
be murdered.
Yeah, while you're up, we'll kind of go through some other folks that are here because this one's a bit unusual. It's not like people are coming in one at a time. Y'all are joining a bigger party. Catherine Berko here is the curator at the museum.
She's cool.
Definitely staying away from the crowd, so probably would be like
okay.
has to be there. Maybe y'all caught her like sneaking into the staff area or something.
Yeah.
Like is supposed to be there. This is
Like
not
the
her
door of the
thing.
staff area.
Nellie, you would know that Dr. Berko is really overqualified. You know it. She knows it. The random kid that works the ticket booth in the summer knows it. But, you know, she's got to pay the bills while she's on the job market, and you just appreciate her expertise, which is in 19th century industrial whaling.
Too real.
Somebody who's Sean a hug.
Somebody give me a job.
Well,
That would be even better. There's also someone that you have met before, Cornelius Absalom, I think was also at Poker Night. He's a philanthropist. He's also a graduate of Morehouse College, and now that he's retired, he works with a lot of local charities, nonprofits, probably is on the board with Nellie here at the Whaling Museum. His career was in finance law.
A lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
Can I add something to the things that are happening that are on display? You know, this is a fundraiser, right? And maybe there's a silent auction happening sort of off to one
guess.
We did that
side.
episode.
There
already.
is a raffle, so there are raffle tickets for whatever you want to put in. Just because I feel like silent auctions are, you know, it's been recent.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a whole murder at the last one.
I know.
I talked them out. I talked them out. He said, it's a little gauche.
At the risk of making this too real, we do have Professor Schwartz from Brindlewood Bay Community College's Maritime History Department. And Lee is desperately trying to impress and get another letter of recommendation to go to a better big college in Boston. And there's a little bit of a scene at the door between Brett Anderson's unfortunately stuck working security tonight.
Remind me who he is?
The deputy that I've met before. And Krish Chadha, who seems to be both trying to get close to Edgar and being kind of separated by Brett. So they're probably at the lobby because they're kind of at the front door.
And who is that person?
Wait, Edgar?
Yeah, so, Krish is trying to get to Edgar. Edgar has no interest in being near Krish. Brett is stuck dealing with
who's
the middle of
Edgar?
it.
Edgar's the professor.
Right here. No, Edgar right here.
The-
Nickerson
the-
right
the
in front of
graduate
you, the grad
Edgar,
student.
Jesus
The
Christ.
grad
Oh,
student.
Edgar's the graduate student of the college.
Yeah, do you think you've spent a lot of time with Lee? If Lee might have
I
given you the
think-
inside scoop on this drama.
Well, I think especially after, because Lee was I was right there with the one helping. I think after that, perhaps a little kind of I think Nellie would have felt quite protective of Lee
Yeah.
after that whole attempt of Alma to kidnap them to Boston to murder them, I assume.
I feel like Lee would have clocked that you came in and kind of, just waved a little bit and then kind of waved you over and was like, I'm not usually one for drama, but this is delicious.
I
Apparently,
am one for drama, so please.
apparently that's Edgar's ex. Like,
Oh,
not even that recent.
Christian.
Yeah, like maybe like a year ago. It was a whole thing because it was like, oh, you're hot and all, but why won't you stop talking about whales? He's like, it's not whales, it's like the history of whaling. And he's like, same difference. Can't we do something? Like, just did not get the academic. You know, you get it. Yeah. So like, why is he here? But anyway.
So wait, so Christian broke up with Edgar.
Edgar broke up with Krish.
Ah.
But they had always been fighting about this.
because
And I
Edgar-
thought it was fine because it's been like
Edgar-
6
because
months, a year.
Edgar didn't appreciate the.
Chris wasn't fully invested in the whale stuff.
Well, I mean, I can understand. Okay,
It
I
sounds like
understand.
Edgar was having a whale of a time.
Do you really want to be
Okay,
like
I get this from you, Dora. I don't need
you're
to be
supposed to
murdered
be
by
the
puns.
classy one?
Sorry, my mind was elsewhere.
No, you've had such a time.
I feel like in the corner, unnoticed until you had kind of like walked in and been so classy, you just hear, maybe trees do bark, and George Miller's admiring your outfit.
No. We lost him.
He was probably in the darkness of the screening room, but has made himself apparent now.
Listen, after all he went through after disappearing from that hippie colony as a child.
um,
I love how it could be all the threads coming together, but I think it's just y'all trying to consolidate the number of Georges.
how many people are this? How many people are at this event roughly?
That.
Great.
Okay.
I'm going to buy.
Someone else will show up later.
Plus us and probably 8 more Georges.
Do y'all want
I'm going
anybody
to buy
else?
raffle tickets for at least this number of people, and on each one of them, I'm writing Swineman Dalrymple.
Like you're buying it.
I'm buying.
That's the name
like-
you're putting.
That's
like-
the, so like they have the little ticket. You write their name on the ticket. I bought like a roll of tickets, right?
Oh.
And everyone says this, so that when they announce it,
See, this is why we're friends, because you can do the things that I won't let myself do.
What is being raffled off, y'all?
special collection visit. Is there
This
special
is-
collections?
This is like a private museum.
They'll name the screening room.
Oh.
No, they're gonna say that for donors.
This is donors. That's the point. Is like
Right.
the,
Okay.
the idea is that it will drive
Yeah,
up
maybe-
the amount of raffle tickets bought.
Okay.
And maybe they like do this every year, so it, like the screening room has a new name annually.
Sure, that's dumb. Let's do it.
Yeah, that wouldn't raise money. Maybe, I mean, there's probably other things.
Maybe they rotate through naming the room. Maybe,
Oh,
is
you
it
know,
the whale
one-
room being renamed then?
One thing is gonna be a free, like, little stuffed whale plushie from the gift shop.
Yeah. You can lick the whale skeleton.
Is it naming the whale?
You get a rusty harpoon that's haunted by the cries of
sounds like a
dying
cocktail.
whales.
There are some rusty harpoons.
I really like the sound of the Swineman Dalrymple screening room.
Yeah, there can be a bunch of things being raffled off, right? I think also maybe there is a.
Is it too grim to say, like, a ticket for, like, a whale watching tour or something?
No, I think that's fine.
yeah,
I mean,
it's
part
perfect.
of it, like we have to assume
I
that.
feel like they don't have any sense of the irony of that here.
Okay.
You know?
Or if an ethical whaling museum would also put money towards whale preservation now.
Mm-hmm.
And if they
This
didn't,
is
do
a
Ethical
very-
is doing a
and if
lot
they
of work in
didn't
that
do it
event.
before Nelly joined the board,
Yeah.
they're
Okay.
damn well doing it now.
Great. Okay.
Great.
It's not my main priority on the board. We can get into that later. Maybe a piece of the Deep River.
Maybe some nails.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
Some
yeah.
iron nails.
Yeah, they look a heck of a lot like coffin nails.
Mm-hmm. Multi-purpose. As y'all are kind of visiting, looking around, enjoying all of this nice, quiet conversation, people are kind of like moving in and out of rooms. And at some point, Lee came out to chat with y'all. The professor's kind of wandering through, maybe heading towards, I feel like I should be moving people on the board right now.
Oh, I want to give Rosa and Mercedes a heads up that the professor is being kind of a dick about writing a letter of recommendation for Lee. And if you can work your extremely charming magic, either of you, to get that would be great.
Okay.
Or if we can find some way to blackmail him, that's fine too.
George is now in the gift shop, and every now and again you hear some complaining about the trees not barking. And Cornelius is keeping him company.
Is there a okay? No, you know what? We don't need to get distracted. Just trying to take care of George.
just trying to take care of George.
Or is there a botany professor at the community college?
I have a marine biologist for you, but so far I
No,
don't
I just
have.
wanted to see if there's a way we
I
can
do
get,
actually
can-
have a marine biologist on standby if we need it.
just wanted to see if there's a way we can get an expert
Also-
to convince George that trees do bark sometimes.
Whoever this guy is.
They're friends with George.
Probably.
Yeah.
They worked on
Um,
the same boat.
Yeah. Where
That's
would
the
y'all
pastor.
want to look? I figure you're kind of in the lobby now visiting, but
I would like to be wherever Eudora and Mariah are not. So
And I feel like they would put themselves
at this
dead
moment,
center, most visible place possible.
Mariah pulls out a checkbook that's like bigger than it should be and is making a huge show of writing a big donation to George.
George
Oh,
Miller.
sorry, George Pollard. Not George. I don't know if anyone else has acknowledged that George exists except maybe y'all and
are we all just
Cornelius.
collectively hallucinating?
No,
George?
nobody's can see George. George.
I feel like Rosa would maybe go and talk to Dr. Burko. Because I think Rosa used to be a teacher,
Mm-hmm.
and I think maybe, has made friends with some of the other kind of academic slash,
Yeah.
educational folks in town. So maybe she knows Catherine. So yeah, so maybe I'll go talk to
Yeah.
Dr. Burko.
As you head that way, this kind of staff area back room, it's split between office space and like storage. There's kind of the storeroom section, but it's mostly Dr. Burko's domain because she's really the only full-time employee. There's like seasonal part-time high school job with tickets, that sort of thing. There's also like a water cooler that sends up, bubble of air periodically. And before you even open the door, you hear the classical music on the radio that she's playing in there.
I'll just kind of let myself in because Rosa always belongs wherever she is, or at least she likes to think that.
Do you know her, or are you just?
I think we know each other. Yeah, like I think we're probably.
I'm sure I would have
acquaintances.
introduced you long ago.
Yeah.
And I think Rosa will go in, and say, Catherine, you're not circulating with everybody.
No, I mean, this whole place at least it was quiet, It's not quiet right now.
Well, but you've got some lovely Mozart going, so everything all right? You seem distracted.
Oh, it's just, I have to be here, make a good show, but by this point, is that Dory I hear cackling?
Unfortunately, yes.
As long as she's, writing a check.
Well, last I saw Mariah was writing an oversized check, because that's how Mariah does things. But I'm
So
sure.
like a large print book? Or
Seemingly, yes, it was a
I wonder if you
checkbook
could
that
even
was-
cash that.
I don't think that really matters to Mariah, but
I'm sure George's bow tie spinning at the thought of that.
probably. No, Eudora, I'm sure, is being condescending to everyone that she possibly can talk to. So, anyway, but so I understand why you're in here, I think.
Yeah.
Well, is there anything in particular that is interesting that I should go look at?
Oh, I mean, the whale bones are up. We got some nice harpoons. There's some really weird scrimshaw that we picked up.
Ah,
It's kind of, so some of it is thoughtful, decorative. Other pieces, I'm pretty sure the sailors were just missing the ladies, It's pretty raunchy if you want to go check it out. There's a little display. It's really funny to watch people try to guess what it is. That's my theory anyway.
that will be interesting.
Did the
Well,
museum spend?
I suppose if it's new,
Yes.
I'll go and take a look at it. Well,
Put that in the hat that they put on the whale. It looks like a birthday hat. I don't think it's the whale's birthday. I don't know when the whale's birthday was.
I'm sure Nellie has tried to convince George not to do that sort of thing, but
You
no,
gotta choose your battles.
I believe so. Well, I won't bother you anymore. I know you would like your fun.
You're never a bother, but yeah, just Any of those fancy friends of yours in the city ever looking for is anybody ever looking for someone that studied 19th century whaling?
Well, Boston's nearby, and they also have
Yeah,
whaling.
put in a good word. They actually have a symphony I could go to.
Ah, this is true. My granddaughter lives there, you know. I'm probably going to go visit her soon. So maybe if I go to the museum. Or
I feel like there's some subtext there. You doing okay?
Yes, I think.
You
My
know what?
granddaughter, on the other hand, well, I'm going to go look at the scrimshaw now. Always lovely to see you.
Yes, ma'am. Have a good night. Knowingly kind of rotating the chair away from you. Yeah. Where would y'all go?
Are we looking at the aforementioned
Did you
dirty
wanna-
scrimshaw?
Did you want to look at the scrimshaw?
Yeah, I think.
Nelly, so, okay. how about this?
You head into the scrimshaw room.
One
now?
thing you will have picked up on is how very pointedly Nelly is avoiding the scrimshaw room.
Yeah.
Muttering under her breath about the damn scrimshaw room. So if that would pique your interest,
I think it is, and I think I know that it bothers you, and I just kind of want to see what you've been complaining about.
oh, I mean, it's not the scrimshaw that we have. The reason the scrimshaw we have is terrible is because I've been fighting tooth and nail to get them to repatriate all the stolen and looted indigenous scrimshaws. And now this is just stuff that was made by Brindlewood boys, and they didn't know what they were doing, and they just kept painting big titty mermaids. And
There is something that you haven't seen
I
before.
come back right
In
when
the
you say
hall.
Big Titty Mermaids.
A giant harpoon sticking out of the side of Edgar. And blood all over the floor.
where is this?
In the scrimshaw room. Would you like to take a quick break?
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah, that was Rosa sighing, not me.
Oh, it's so hard to clean this old wood.
George is really like, or George Pollard's coming behind, and he's like, but no, this is reclaimed wood from the deep reaver. How the floors? Oh my God, the floors! And goes running off in search of a mop.
George, they had the guts of whales
Yeah,
spilling out on them every day for 50 years. It'll be fine.
this is not the first time these boards have seen blood.
That's a good time to take a break.
Yeah,
Beautiful, yeah.
We'll see you all in a couple minutes.
Oh God.
everybody, welcome back. It's finally a murder. So yeah, you got a body, you got blood in the scrimshaw exhibit, on the floors from the Deep Reaver, harpoon in the side. What do you do?
George Pollard has run from the room. I'm going to look at Nellie real quick and say, "Are you ready?"
For the first time, I think the first thing we should do is stop other people coming in this room.
Great.
I'll handle it. You two go in.
Let's do it.
Just get the fan out and you're
Yeah.
like, it's a
No,
whip.
exactly. Just like I'm just gonna stand there
Like
and
it's
look
a
as
billy
proper as
club.
possible.
Get one of the. Get someone who you dislike. Make them tell that young police person who's on security, because it's important that we, given Mercedes' situation, it's important that we're not going to stop doing what we do, but we want to try to be as above board and co-op with them as possible, so the sheriff doesn't try to use it against her. Right? He's a vindictive little shit.
Correct. But you want me to go...
Send somebody else to tell, because we have a policeman who's on security.
Yes, Brett, yes.
Send somebody else to tell him that there's been
Eudora.
That's perfect.
So yeah, I'll go off and do that, and then once I've done that, I'm gonna go back to guarding the door.
Yeah, you see Brett calling in something on the radio.
Oh. Well, seems he already knows.
Um,
Hey, Brett, dear, I'll just be helping you tonight. I'll make sure nobody goes.
No, I appreciate that. Just let me know if you need help, miss.
Of course.
That's what I'm here for.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Rosa absolutely refuses to make a comment about that because she's trying to be nice.
Gotcha.
okay.
I'd like to picture that where you are kind of in the doorway, maybe a little bit against, like, standing in front to block it, but not trying to be like hockey style. Behind you is like a mural with Poseidon and like a host of sea creatures, real and not. I mean, there's like an orca and a giant lobster, but then also like hippocampi. But there's like a whole tidal wave of like crabs crashing down.
What does she mean? What does she mean? Not real. Are you ready? Are you okay? It's been a hell of a 2 days.
Yeah. Yes.
We've all seen a lot of blood.
I mean, this is. I know, but we haven't all recently spent a night in jail.
You do notice that Brett starts blocking the exit and has closed the doors to keep anyone from leaving.
Finally,
we got some
some
time.
procedure. Okay.
I think we like Brett. You did get there a couple of people.
Still a cop.
True.
Yes.
Okay. We're gonna walk in very carefully, not stepping in any blood. Is this one of the harpoons that was hanging in the lobby?
Go ahead and give me a meddling move.
What thingy am I using for this?
This would be, what's it called?
I guess we're like
Your
examining
brain.
the scene.
Reason?
Reason, thank you.
Okay. 2d6, right? Okay. Bad.
Gross. Ooh.
How bad is bad?
5.
6.
6.
You are,
I do have +1.
I mean, that is just a miss. I think this is a kind of a bloody mess. At this point, all harpoons would start to look the same.
That's racist. Okay. I'm gonna put a crown on. That would take it up to just like to a regular success.
To
or-
a 7-9, so it would be a success with a complication.
Oh, don't bother.
Don't bother.
Oh, well, I think we can.
So the miss just doesn't add a complication. It's just a miss, right?
A miss is just a miss.
Cool, yeah.
You would get a complication and a clue if you go
Okay.
up.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. This is a lot. It's quite a lot of blood.
Yeah.
It's a remarkable amount of blood for the amount of time that it must have been here.
Go see what he was looking at. Or what he was close to.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up from the hallway. Rivulets of blood,
I
like
mean, this one's
slowly
seen
heading in
more
the direction.
of these deaths than any of us at this point. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you
let's- do
could
wanna-
leave Brett to crowd control if you want to go in and look around.
Yeah, I think I've not left the room yet, and I think I'm going to. I also want to take a good look, long look at the murder scene.
Are you looking more at the body or?
I'm looking at the body, trying to figure out like, was he hit in the back? Was he hit in the like? Was somebody yelling at him and like impaled him from the front? Like what? Yeah, trying to sort of
What bit
maybe-
of him is the harpoon in?
kind of figure
Do you have
out.
to roll for
It's
that?
in his side.
Okay,
Ah, the worst.
He's kind of fallen on his side, and it's
Interesting.
I'm trying to sort of reconstruct sort of the.
Between that and the nails,
with your like
it's all very, very
massive cape.
Christological.
Yeah, I'm trying to get into like the brain of the killer of the moment, the kind of vibes.
I'm a little worried
vibes
George
of-
is falling in love. Go ahead and roll me a meddling move with reason, I guess.
Okay. Sure. It's a 9 plus 0.
Okay. So you're gonna find something. There will be a bit of a complication. So you're trying to figure out the kind of how of this all, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how this person died, little bit obvious. There's a harpoon sticking in the side. They fell over. However, you notice an indent in the carpet a few feet from the body.
Sorry, you said that the scrimshaw room's floor was was wood from the.
So this would be kind of where Rosa's kind of standing into the lobby.
Okay, so like at the edge of the room.
Yeah.
So there's he's fallen over and there's blood in the carpet.
No, there's like an indent in the carpet.
Indent in.
And the distance between him and the indent is
6 feet, probably. But it is from like his head laying towards the entrance.
So he was harpooned in the side. There's an indent in the carpet, like footprinty, or open-ended.
Leaving this one open-ended.
just ass print.
Well, is it like the footprint of somebody like stepping into a harpoon chuck?
You tell me.
Which would have been kind of wild, considering that's the entrance to the rest of the museum. Where are the harpoons?
It's not a big museum. This whole thing is somewhat surprising.
Yeah. Or the harpoons were not in the scrimshaw exhibit. The harpoons are in a separate part
They're
of
in
the
the.
museum.
They were on display in the main lobby for this event
Yep.
in a case.
But then who's going to grab a harpoon off the wall
And then
everybody?
carry it through this event.
There are other harpoons.
I'm
So-
the only person here with a cape.
The complication is that an extra cop is going to enter the scene pretty early.
That's where I thought.
Sam Cooper is a plainclothes officer, or at least in plainclothes now. Comes in holding coffee in a styrofoam cup, barking into her cell phone, and she just comes in and she looks at Anderson. Is like, it's my day off. Do you really need me here? I don't get a whole lot of those.
The cop doesn't want to do their job.
Yeah.
And then it goes back into the phone. Yes, Sheriff, I'm looking. I haven't found anything yet. I just got here. Please.
I'm going to walk up to her and
Okay,
I'm gonna
we'll
say,
talk.
Take the phone.
Yeah, just
We'll
take
talk
the
when I'm
phone.
done. But
I'm going to take the phone and say, Sheriff, yes, she's here. It's fine. We'll handle it. Thank you.
I'm just going to give you the sheriff because I feel like you're going to try to pin this on him anyway, even though he's not here. So I'm just going to give you the sheriff.
No, this isn't bad enough for us to pin it on him. I want to pin on him something like, I don't know, like World War II.
As she,
So I guess he was
As you
on
give
the
the
phone
He
with
does look a lot like
Sam,
Ted
so he
Bundy.
does have an alibi.
as you give the phone
Yeah.
back, you realize she's not looking at you. She's staring at something just over your shoulder.
I'll look back at it.
Go ahead and give me a meddling move
Okay.
with reason, unless you want to use some other ability.
Can I argue for composure to kind of, or is it composure or presence that is kind of like my, I guess it's presence because I want to say it's my presence. So
Like, you're going to try to charm her to figure out what's going on?
yeah,
or what she's
basically,
looking at?
or
Go
I'm
for it.
just trying to like basically radiate enough of a sense of competence and like I should be here for her to kind of Because I just walked up and took the phone out
Yeah,
of her hand
okay,
and said
I see
goodbye,
what you're
Sharon.
saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, composure would also often work. It's funny that, like, at this point, you just do this, so I'm not even treating it as a risky move to just take a phone out of the hand of a cop.
Okay.
But that's where we're at now.
Okay. That could be worse. 8.
8, okay.
She doesn't. She's
Um,
so complicated.
She's looking at a charcoal sketch of a whale that's kind of been framed over, like, it would be near shoulder. I'm curious, how does it make you feel when you look at it, this charcoal sketch of a whale?
I think it's very chiaroscuro, like it is. There's a lot of. I'm sorry. I'm an incorrigible academic. We all know.
Oh no,
this.
I
Just
whispered
say-
the word. I whispered the word hungry.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna do like clair obscur.
Kind of. But no, so it's in like very dramatic kind of shades, kind of abstract, but I do think that it has more eyes than it should. But then I feel like I blink and it has normal eyes.
Can we just establish briefly in world what is the normal amount of eyes in this world for a whale?
2.
Okay, cool. Just to be clear.
Yeah.
One of the eyes you thought you saw
Hmm.
was less like an eye than it is like an icon or a symbol that looks like an eye that you're so convinced you've seen before.
Was it on the note that what's his name? George Miller translated?
There was a deck of cards in the very first adventure.
No to that, yes to that.
Hmm.
But also, you get the feeling that you actually saw it in the lobby a little bit ago.
Oh, okay. I will.
Dories.
Yeah. So yeah, if I recognize that symbol,
Yeah.
I will go look around and see if I can find what it was.
Yeah, give me meddling with. Are we doing it with reason?
Yeah.
Are you using the rational part of your brain to do this? I just feel like that's worth asking, given what you just described to me. Is this more?
Probably not. I feel like this might be sensitivity.
Let's do it, man.
Okay. I mean, they're both 0, so. Oh, hey.
Hey!
Fucking finally. 11.
Beautiful. As you're scanning the room, you find an exhibit that you don't usually really want to look at. Maybe you've been here before and seen it once, don't need to look at it again. It's deeply uncomfortable because it includes wreckage from a Nazi U-boat. It washed ashore in Brindlewood Bay in the spring of 1942. And this U-boat appeared to have been torn to pieces, like literally ripped apart. And some of the interior bulkheads had these strange occult symbols scrawled all over them, including that eye-shaped one. There were no bodies that ever turned up, but there was one reported survivor, a Nazi submariner, whose mind appeared to just be shattered. He was detained by the US government. The feds were here gathering pieces of the wreckage and trying to get it out of the way before it became a major story in the papers. But apparently someone here in Brindlewood Bay managed to kind of grab a chunk and hide it, and it's now part of this like exhibit that also feeds into the slightly anti-federal government ethos of the place, where sometimes that shows up in, you know, we were in the Revolutionary War and we'll do it again, damn it, kind of spirit.
But also we might be like Nazi adjacent. Eudora Coffin's father, no doubt. Anyway.
So yeah.
So what's the clue?
Is Brindlewood Bay in the U.S.?
Brindlewood.
We established it's in New England, right?
Yeah, it's in New England.
remarkable. So that would explain why there are so many professors coming here, because that is a remarkable.
Academic density's high.
that is a unique event in World War II history. A Nazi U-boat at that stage in the war. Before, really, right after the U.S. entered that close to the mainland United States.
Yeah.
Yikes.
As you're looking at this exhibit,
Mm.
you notice that someone has drilled a peephole into the wall next to it. And that's your clue.
Okay.
So a peephole drilled in a quiet corner. Because it's
So the
kind of in
clue's
the
the
corner of the
peephole?
museum lobby. Yeah.
Yeah, Nazi stuff is just normal Brindlewood history.
The Nazi symbols and all that is just, a thing.
Nazi U-boat.
Flavor.
Did we check that?
Display.
Did we check that encyclopedia of tattoo meanings to see if one of the dog-eared pages was just swastika?
Oh, deeply unsettling.
No.
Um,
No.
When you look back, do you think you look back at the charcoal drawing?
Yeah, I think if I notice.
It
the
feels like it's
symbol-
watching you at this point.
Uh,
When you look at it, it looks like the whale's head is kind of tilted up and like maybe it's consuming a sailor.
It happens.
And its eyes look weirdly human.
They do.
Okay.
That one's going to be a void clue.
Okay.
Oh, that's just a normal fact about whales.
Just a normal fact about
Weirdly
whales.
Human eyes
No, this
on
is like a thing.
charcoal.
This is like a thing that people talk about.
Whale, maybe eating. Sailor. Does the sailor's uniform look any kind of way?
It is technically a charcoal sketch, so that
All
might
right,
be
fine.
pushing the limit, but I mean,
the
you can't.
pattern on the sweater is almost exactly that of Edgar's.
Well, I'm just thinking, like, there's probably a difference between Nazi submariner uniforms and, 1870s whaling gear.
Yes.
Surprisingly, no.
Oh.
Indent in the carpet. Oh,
I'm gonna say this is probably out in the lobby, no?
Yeah, so this is the void clue, and I realized I need to write the peephole.
Yeah.
Um,
Put a little star on this one.
So Rosa's on an adventure of her own. How are y'all doing in the scrimshaw room?
What I want to see if I can tell what he was doing in here before getting, apart from getting harpooned. Ideally, prior to getting harpooned, is he looking at a particular piece
Yeah,
or section of the room?
go ahead and give me a meddling move. I think if we're still using reason, roll with reason.
Yeah. Ten.
10. Nice, solid hit. So you're trying to figure out what he was doing in here.
Mm-hmm.
How would you do that?
Is he the first thing I would look for is he close to a particular exhibit? He was hit in the side, so with that side oriented towards the door, assuming that's what it must have been.
The way his body fell, he is kind of on his side, but it looks like if you're kind of picturing where he would be standing up, his back probably would have been to the door. The exhibit closest to him is not like this newer exhibit that was mentioned. It is some of the more like traditional examples that have been here, kind of some of the oldest part of the collection. As you get close, like kind of at the corner of it, there's like a little bit of a mark or something. And on the ground, you see a pocket knife that had kind of, those display cases do have feet at the bottom sometimes? It's mostly under there, but it's like as you're kind of trying to orient and figure out the space, you see a pocket knife. It has an engraving on it that says, "Don't give up."
I'm gonna take a picture of it in situ on my phone because it feels important. And I don't really want to touch it.
No.
But, so yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, it turns out fingerprints are hard to get off things.
That's actually not true. We just have to make sure you have the chance to do that. Okay, but so but the harpoon's in his side, but his back was probably to the door, which means where could the harpoon have come from if it you know what I mean?
He could have heard
Turn.
somebody kind of
Yeah.
begin to turn if it was like,
Or it was thrown real hard and spun him.
I mean,
Because like there's
I
only
don't think
the
you
one
could throw
entrance to the
a harpoon soft, but yes.
I mean, you can. It wouldn't have done that. Well, but the question is like whether 6 feet is long enough. Someone could have just stabbed him with it versus throwing it. Right. That's
Yeah.
the challenge here.
How far? Well, I guess it's open to interpretation, but I'm sort of interpreting this indent in the carpet as like somebody planted their foot after like a running start to throw it.
Yeah, but you could also
So,
plant like you're planting your back foot so you can.
yeah.
I think he did it himself.
He didn't cry out.
He didn't cry out. No one heard a thing. This is the problem. It's a very small building.
It's a very small building. There are some drinks and hors d'oeuvres being passed around. There's the raffle. There's this.
Wait, still after the murder, people?
Well, no, I'm saying like
Oh.
during the
Was there a
evening.
loud noise at any point?
Nothing that y'all have.
Okay.
This is still a museum. Are there security cameras?
This is Brindlewood Bay. Why would they put security cameras anywhere?
Right, of course.
Yeah, they got the old ladies that fix all the problems for
Yeah.
them. Why do they need security
Did I
cameras?
put security cameras in? No.
Um,
I wouldn't believe it's security cameras.
Well, what if it was someone he knew?
Okay.
I
sure,
did
it's
forget
positive.
to say this, but this is a complexity of 7 mystery.
okay.
You have 4 clues, which means technically you have enough to theorize. This might be a good, I'm not saying you
we have a
will,
whole
but I'm
other
saying
week
this
we have
might
to-
be a good place to call it
Yeah.
for the evening.
Yeah.
And then next week y'all can get however many more clues you want and
Yeah, we
theorize.
don't have enough clues to pin it on Eudora yet.
Oh yes, please. Let's get it on Eudora.
I thought Eudora was,
Oh,
not
she
the.
braced them.
Now it's Eudora you're out for?
As opposed to.
It was
Well, because
Mariah
she-
at the beginning.
Yeah, it wasn't
I mean,
Mariah, but-
obviously we could pin it on both of them.
Sure. Mariah just hasn't been as much of a bitch to my face recently.
Right.
They
Eudora
braced
has.
it against the floor.
Oh my God.
Like a boar spear.
I think it's a good time for
Yeah,
us
let's
to
call
do
it.
some stars and
We,
witches.
look, we know who did it. It's just a question of how.
What's interesting is y'all have actually kept all of this pretty quiet up until this point. Because you were kind of blocking everybody's way in.
Yeah.
You were coordinating with these two. So like how much people know, depending on where they are and if they're paying attention, is still, you'll have some flexibility there, right?
Well, at least one person knows a lot.
Dear God, we're in trouble. Yeah, let's do some stars, wishes, throw in a sparkle. Who wants to go first? Chat, you're welcome to go.
I
The
wanna
producer's there to read 'em. Also, we missed some good porpoise puns. Sorry, Will.
No, thank you. Sorry. No, thank you. Yes, we love you, Will. I really loved Rosa's kind of just bursting into the police station vibe. Also, particularly delighted by Mercedes. Did you bring my cape?
Yes. We love commitment to the character. Let's see.
Are the wishes right now just that you solve the mystery in general?
No, we've solved the mystery. No, I mean,
We just have to mechanically solve
You
it.
just have to justify your solution.
my wish truly is that was it Slineman? Swineman wins the
Swineman.
raffle. That's my number
Let's
one.
come up with mechanics for the raffle now.
Yeah.
We could just do a raffle. We could just
Yep.
fill a bowl with pieces of paper.
Yeah, I bought
where
enough.
50% of them say Swineman.
Yeah,
I'm also super.
I would go and buy more if I thought if if even
I actually think that I could leverage my Maven move to rig the raffle.
I probably.
I'm willing to put on several crowns for that raffle.
I'll give a star. I love Mercedes's burn of the sheriff in the
In the
arena.
courtroom?
Yeah,
Oh,
the scene.
my God.
That was amazing. Yes, so that was
Brilliant.
great. Wishes. Yeah, that fucking Eudora coffin drops dead. Also more than me, but
A little bit jealous of Marjorie right now.
I feel like
Nelly right now.
I feel like y'all have like at first there was this energy of like we have to solve this crime, right?
Yeah.
And try to figure out exactly what was set up, and then you're like, oh well, it's fluid. Now y'all are like, we have to frame someone. You know what I mean? Like we've got
Like mechanically, it's not framing.
Yep, exactly. But it's just really interesting how that shifted over to the mysteries.
I mean, in theory, like, Rosa shouldn't be trying to.
Well,
Also,
no,
like
no.
they were visible the whole time in the lobby.
Rosa's not trying to. Chris is.
That's right.
I think Rosa's trying to solve the crime.
Yeah.
It's gonna have to find some eye candy for Rosa.
Yeah, Rosa, Nelly, Mercedes are trying to solve the crime. The horrible goblins that
Rosa
pilot
is
their.
thirstier than she is.
I don't know. I'm
horrible
trying to
goblins that
figure out
pilot
what
bodies.
Rosa's into, I guess. There was this small glimmer of hope I had.
I mean, I'll let you know when I figure it out.
taken
Rosa
away.
is into justice.
Oh God.
I have to give a star to Atlas for having the whale song ready.
That was my star. That was my star. The whale song, which was just like you guys. The dream was.
There was a little bit of
the dream was like
reaction.
The dream was sort of larger star with like very bright star of the whale music. Very much enjoyed that, and I love the team. I love
that Atlas will actually respond to messages saying, "Hey, Atlas, I need some whale song." Doesn't even ask questions. Just did it.
I love both of these two swinging into action to help out with the court case. Rosa by sheer force of will, and Nelly with a very sort of reasoned and calculated response that was just like bulletproof.
Yeah.
And a backup plan.
Yeah, and a backup plan. It's belt and suspenders, so it's perfect.
I thought it was a 50-50 chance y'all would drive the car into the.
My girls. Oh, and I did love the Molotov.
The problem is we only have the one car, and it would deprive Chris of the Maven move.
Yeah.
That's right. There's like 9 of you in one car. You can't risk it.
No. We're gonna use it someday.
Okay, Sparkles. I mean, our other stars and
We
wishes.
usually
I
save
mean,
Sparkles for the end of the adventure.
We can save it for the end of the
Yeah.
adventure. Awesome. Cool. I kind of I think there is a moment where some of the blood becomes a little visible to the folks in the lobby, and Audrey's gonna come out looking to catch up with her cousin.
Man.
And see the droplets of blood and just freeze, and then make eye contact with Rosa, and we'll end it there.
Cool.
Rosa winks.
Wink. Wink. See you next time.
Oh my gosh. We'll see y'all next week for the conclusion of this adventure.
Bye.